From Lalate News headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Mornings Lalate.
Friday, March 5th, 2021, and it's Mornings Lalate. The vote on your $1,400 third stimulus check bill package continues today. The excitement unfolds across the country as the vote starts today and will conclude tomorrow. Third stimulus check excitement grows as job numbers are in and beating estimates, but the 10-year bond yield surges over 1.6%. Tech stocks slump. This now sets in path a path to get your $14 stimulus check to a law as early as Saturday in your bank account as early as next week. A nation awaits the third stimulus check, and it could arrive as early as starting Monday. We have all the great news across the land as the first hour of a 6-hour programming block live from Los Angeles starts right now. The excitement's unfolding right now as the Senate vote starts today, later this afternoon, Friday afternoon, and will end on Saturday. It's called the Vote-O-Rama. That's actually a term. The Senate's marathon voting session goes over 2 days, starting midday Friday, and will end on Saturday. Then off to the House, and then to the President to sign it into law. You will have a $1.9 trillion stimulus law as early as Saturday. And your money will go out right after that. Congratulations, the toast is toasting, the butter is buttering. And I'm here, you're here, and very soon, your $1,400 third stimulus check will be here as well. You owe it. Congratulations. What a big day it is. Big developments on the job numbers in this recording, big numbers on what Wall Street's looking at these job numbers, long-term unemployment, Dow, and more. But let's get right to the breaking news. If you've not hit that subscribe button the moment right now, hit it right away. This is the channel that's on fire. I'm 6 hours live today, starting right now. 2 hours of mornings LA, 2 hours of noontime, and 2 hours on afternoons LA. The big development is the vote in the Senate starts today, ends tomorrow. It's called a Vote-O-Rama. It takes literally a day. Don't tune in to watch it, meaning the vote, because you're going to fall asleep. They literally fall asleep, the senators. It's very common for senators to fall asleep because they just sit there and vote over a day and a half. The vote will be finished sometime tomorrow, then off to the House as early as tomorrow, then to the President and signed into law. Congratulations, you're done. Congratulations, you're getting a $1,400 third stimulus check. And all the viewers of this channel who make less than about $49,000 will qualify for about $5,000 on top of that $1,400 stimulus check. More about that in this recording. Boy, you really owed this money because it's been an ordeal, and as a family together we have got through it. But right after this recording, in 30 minutes, I'm back with Purple, because I'm going to show you how to get money right now, not 5 weeks from now, not 5 months from now. Money on top of the $14 stimulus check. That's coming up in 30 minutes from now. But let's get right to the news right in Washington. Let me explain really basically what's going on. It's called a Vote-O-Rama, and that Vote-O-Rama is best described by Politico in a new report this morning. The Senate's heading for a marathon voting session meant to inflict maximum political pain. Start midday Friday, the protracted ordeal known as Vote-O-Rama. Thank you for the massive super chat from Gil Barrera. Is widely despised by members because it causes sleepless members to run on fumes and stay in the chamber all the way until Saturday, but there's no way around it. Majority Leader Chuck Schumer explained more. He said it'll be so much better if there could be a bipartisan way to do this, but we need to get it done. We're not going to make the same mistake we did after the last economic turndown when Congress did little or nothing. Once the vote-a-rama is done, then the Senate Democrats could pass the bill on Saturday, with VP Kamala Harris in the background of this picture as a tie-breaking 51st vote. The amended relief bill would then go back to the House, when you must approve the changes before the Senate sending the legislation to the president's table to sign. Vote-a-rama. 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 I can't in that. Thank you for the dancing pair. Vote-a-rama. They were a group in the 1970s, weren't they? They wore all those disco pants, the Vote-a-rama group. They sound familiar. I'm so excited for you. You're finally getting your $1,400 stimulus check. Congratulations. Now, let me explain to you what you're going to see today and tomorrow. You're just going to see a lot of silliness. Ignore the silliness. Thank you, King Masno Lalate, for this dancing pair. You're going to see a lot of dramatics today and tomorrow. It means much of nothing. Just sort of, turn on something else like, Real Housewives, because it's just going to be silliness. They have to do this. It's called Vote-a-rama, and they're done by tomorrow. Congratulations. So you're getting your $14 stimulus check. It would likely go back to the House later tomorrow if they get this done in the early part of tomorrow, passed in the House tomorrow, and then off to the president's table to sign. Stimulus check could go out within 3 days after it becomes law, so check could go out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for the first viewers of this channel. Some viewers got that second stimulus check within 24 hours after it became law, after it went out. So some viewers definitely will get a stimulus check next week. A lot of viewers may get the stimulus check depending on how soon they get it out. Either some to a lot of you will get that stimulus check next week. Sue Atkins. And some of you perhaps by the early part of the week. More about that. Exciting news as well. But boy, what a day it is. I'll have more about Congress in a second, but the day started with the new jobs numbers. Labor Department Friday morning reported the new new jobs numbers for February. This is February last month. U.S. economy generated 379,000 new jobs in the month of February. This killed it. Estimates. I told you yesterday, estimates at the high end were 270, 250. There's Lynn Glenn, there's David, there's Eliza, there's Kalisha, and there's Abby, and there's Robin Stills. And thank you, Sue Atkins, for the dancing pair. There's David Alexander. The numbers were great on Friday. Labor Department reported that payrolls jumped by $379,000, 379,000 jobs, and the unemployment rate fell to 6.2. Estimates were at 210. It came in at 379. So that's great. But what does that mean? Broad stroke. Let me explain to you broad stroke. The big number is that when you look at a year ago today, we are still at 8.5 million less jobs than a year ago. So you can do the math. Analysts are now saying that at 8.5 million jobs less than a year ago, you're basically going to need 17 months if we're adding 600,000 jobs a month. If you're adding 500,600,000 jobs a month, you're going to need 17 months until we are back to full employment. This is actually reversely good news for forced stimulus, because everyone has said actually that we're going to need stimulus packages indefinitely until we're back to full stimulus. 16 months is not 3 months from now. Let's say that again slower. Forced stimulus package, that reoccurring stimulus checks demanded by moderate Democrats this week, is for a bill coming in May. Well, the new jobs number shows that we will not be back to full reemployment perhaps for 17 months. So fifth stimulus package, sixth stimulus package, absolutely. This fourth stimulus package in the works is not the final one because we're just too far behind. We're doing good. Our job numbers are improving, but we have 8.5 million less people employed than a year ago. Across the country, America is reopening, but the jobs aren't necessarily rebounding that quickly. What's the reaction? Tony Bendikerian, head of global markets at Citizens Bank, says today's jobs report set an extremely positive tone as we move into warmer months. While the labor market still has a lot of ground to make up, he's not kidding there. We're in a different pace than we were a year ago. So where did the jobs come from? Jobs came from the following growth sectors. What you'd expect. Leisure and hospitality added 355,000 jobs. Bars and restaurant added 286,000 jobs. Hotel industry like gambling and recreation added 33,000 jobs. So as America starts to reopen across the country and we see more hospitality, we see more travel. Thank you, David Allen, for the super chat. Then we'll see more jobs, but it's still not growing fast enough. Thank you, Jacqueline. There's Liza, there's William, there's Gaines Creation, there's Gunner. Full room this morning. How is everyone? There's Team Angel, there's Liza, there's Janice, and there's Hasmu, Seven, and Ruby, and Tammy, and Gilberetta, and Callie. Elsewhere, the 10-year Treasury note really took an interesting twist today. If you've been watching me, in 2020, the 10-year Treasury note was at 1%. Last week, it was at 1.5. It surged from 1 to 1.5 in 1 week. Yesterday, when Jerome Powell, head of the Federal Reserve, spoke about stimulus, inflation, price escalation, the 10-year Treasury for a minute went to 1.6. Today, after the jobs numbers came out, it went to 1.617. What does this mean? The 10-year Treasury note is at the highest level you have seen now in over a year. So it keeps on going higher. The flight out of tech continues. Translation, more inflation concerns, more growth concerns, more price escalation concerns. But on the other side, there's not full employment and absolutely nowhere near full employment. Meaning, fourth stimulus, absolutely. Fifth stimulus, looking very likely a fifth and maybe sixth stimulus right now. Because 16 months to get back to where we were, at best case scenario, I mean, that's adding 500,000 jobs a month. We added, what did I tell you in this recording? February, we added 379,000, which beat estimates. So let's say we go to 500,000, which some analysts are saying this morning. That's 17 months to get back to normal, full employment, which we know, you know, and I know that Jerome Powell, and where's my friend Janet Yellen? Here she is, Treasury Secretary, says that you will see stimulus packages from this president until we're back to full employment. 17 months. That's not one more stimulus package. Where are you going, Lalate? I'm not going anywhere because you get stimulus packages until 2022 at this point. This is really, really big news. This is big, big, big news because you know and I know as we sit here right now, the $1,400 third stimulus check bill is passing. It's done. I mean, it's... Captain Obvious is about to walk behind the set right now. Say, hi, did you know a $14 stimulus check is going to go out next week? Yeah. Did you know it's becoming a law? Yeah. Really? Yes. Sir Lloyd saying, stimulus? Absolutely. But the big question is fourth stimulus, fifth stimulus, and sixth stimulus. Of course, the other questions is what is in the fourth stimulus, in the third stimulus package. Most viewers will get about $5,000 in addition to the $14 stimulus check. Let me give you some of those details right now. There is going to be rent, utilities, food, and internet, which if you made less than $49,000 2019, this is generally going to be for you. In addition to the $14 stimulus check. If you're on SSI and SSDI, Social Security, and railroad benefits, this is for you. But, there's a catch. It's called Stimulus Stampede. as I've coined the phrase on this channel, that you're going to see stimulus stampede as the third stimulus package comes out. Because after the stimulus check and the children's check, everything else is application based. You have to apply for it. It's not automatic. And it's not, I haven't said this on this recording before, on this channel before, so let me explain it right now. It's not going to be you walk in to one website and you apply for 7 things. Oh, no. It's going to just be a little bit over here, a little bit over there, and I'm going to guide you through it. So hit that subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, today is the day. This channel's on fire. It launched this new platform a week ago today. On Monday, it was his first full schedule. Today, we are full. 6 hours of live programming. This channel's on fire. Biggest growth of subscribers, biggest growth of traffic, biggest growth of positive comments that we've seen in 3 weeks. So I want you to be part of this channel. Hit that subscribe button. Share this video on Facebook and Twitter. Today, we'll be discussing everything from SSI and SSDI. At the top of the hour, at 10 o'clock, which is on the West Coast, 1 o'clock on the East Coast. We'll be discussing FPUC Retro in that recording. We'll also be discussing the shocking development about MSCs, multiple stimulus checks, under the 4th stimulus package. There's a lot of great news. We'll also be discussing financial stability. Thank you, Glenda Hornsby, for the dancing bear. It's just a lot of stuff happening across the country. Let me tell you what else is happening this morning. This morning, that Treasury news and the news about stimulus caused some confusion. Remember last week, Treasuries are 1.5, now they're at 1.617. The Federal Reserve says we're happy with inflation at interest rates at 2%, but we expect the economy as it reopens hopefully picks up and we'll see inflation move up through base efforts, said Jerome Powell, this person, head of the Federal Reserve, yesterday. This could create some upward pressure on prices. And what is this doing to the rest of America? Rest of America has never seen a bear market. A lot of younger YouTubers younger people have never seen a bear market. They've only seen good times. Well, those good times are not so good right today. Tesla, which is certainly a very big topic among YouTube channels, is now down $50 today again. It is now down to $575, down from $880 on just January 1st. Its next stop would be $499 from November, which would be a 50% loss of its value. Its stop loss numbers at $531. Basically, people are starting to lose their shirts. There's Susan Galemsky. How are you? But the big news is you're getting a $14 third stimulus check. More about those provisions right now. That $14 stimulus check has in there, of course, the rent, the utilities, the food, and the internet. There's rent for low income, rent for middle class. There is rent for homeless people, and there's mortgage payments, even for privately held mortgages. All application based. Then if you have a child that is 5 years to newborn, you're going to get a $5,000 stimulus check paid the following: $1,400 as a stimulus check with yours, and then $300 a month starting in the month of July for 12 months. $3,600. Huge, great news. If your child's 17 to 6, you're going to get $3,000 plus a $14 stimulus check. That's paid $250 a month, starting in the month of July. There's an increase of SNAP benefits across the board. Thank you, Patricia, for the dancing hippo. I was going to say pear, it's a hippo. Thank you, Patricia. Then there is paid sick leave, $1,400 a week. If you have to stay home because of COVID or a family member or the kid's school is closed. And then there has hazard pay, $1,500 if you made less than $25,000 during the pandemic. All big, exciting, great news. And of course, the big news, if you're just joining me, is that your $1,400 third stimulus check will become law as early as Saturday or Sunday. Thank you, Debbie, for the super chat. And there's Carol, and there's Liza, and there's Sherry, and there's Patrick Smile, and there's Steve Harmon. And there's Lynn Glenn again, and there's Tony Hanley, sorry. The bill could be signed into law as early as Saturday, if not Sunday, and then off goes your checks. But what happens after then? What else is in the third stimulus check? And what's going on with these reoccurring stimulus checks under the fourth stimulus package? I have all that details coming up in just 60 seconds. Don't leave me. Here's a little bit about the community page and our new programming schedule. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LA Daily for the excitement of the new LA Live Daily. The excitement starts on mornings LA at 9 a.m. Home LA returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LA at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LA Late.
From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LA Late.
The big news as we continue and start 6 hours of live programming right now is you're getting a $1,400 third stimulus check. Congratulations. What's starting today is called the Votorama. It's in the Senate. It starts today and it takes 2 days. There's no way around it. It literally takes about a full day. Nothing to watch because you're going to see a lot of silliness, a lot of dramatics. The end result is all the Democrats have vowed to vote in favor of the bill. The vote in favor of the bill will be broken with a tiebreaker by the 51st vote, who is your VP Harris. That vote will happen. That vote will conclude Saturday, then off to the House, which could approve it late Saturday, and then off to the President to sign the bill into law as early as Saturday, if not Sunday. This would result in your $1,400 third stimulus check going out next week. Laura Dawn, thank you for coming to Purple Hawk. If you have not subscribed, this is the channel to subscribe to. We are growing leaps and bounds. 100,000 viewers in 9 months. We already achieved that. 52,000 subscribers, already achieved that. But with this new platform that went live a week ago today and went to its full programming schedule this last Monday, it's been on fire. Everyone's having a ball. I'm having a ball. Everyone's getting informed, educated, learning everything to be financially stable in 2021, to have your feet on the ground, not tracking a check, but cashing a check. Right up in about 7 minutes from now, I am back with Purple to show you how you can get $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 money right now, even as you await that $14 stimulus check. The third stimulus package will give you generally about $5,000 on top of $1,400, but that other $5,000 is not right away. It takes a little bit of time. What else is in the $14 third stimulus check? Let me go over it right now. FPUC, UI, PUA, and PEUC are extended from March to August. $400 a week for FPUC. There is more money for business grants, not one, but four. Midday on noon, I go over those business grants, but they include an EIDL grant of $5,000 if you have less than 50% of your income because of the pandemic and less than 10 employees, exactly $5,000. That's going to be candidate number one for Stimulus Stampede. There's Brandy for the Super Chat. Thank you, Brandy, for the Super Chat. $5 million for restaurants, another round of PPP, a business grant to start a new business for innovation, and more. Then the excitement really unfolds as this country looks for when fourth stimulus starts. Guess what? It's only 2 months away. It's literally only 2 months away. Fourth stimulus was supposed to start in July, but because of mass vaccinations effectuated by a brokering of a deal between Merck and Johnson & Johnson, done by the president that would have Merck manufacture Johnson & Johnson's one-dose vaccine, you're going to have complete vaccination in this country 60 days earlier. May, not July. Which means that the push to get your fourth stimulus package out in May is now underway. 2 months earlier. That prompted Ron Wyden and others like Bernie Sanders yesterday earlier this week, to write a letter and say, we'll give you the vote this week for third stimulus package, but when you come back to me for the fourth stimulus package, we're going to require not one stimulus check in the fourth stimulus package, but reoccurring monthly stimulus checks. I'll say that again. 11 of 50 Democratic senators. He needs every Democratic senator to pass the fourth stimulus package. 11 of 50 to start said, we're not going to give you support unless there's reoccurring stimulus checks. That's item number one. Item number two, Elizabeth Warren has now introduced a standalone bill that would fund SSI and SSDI called the wealth tax. More about that at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time in the morning, 1 p.m. on the East Coast at the top of the hour. And then this shocking development. This shocking development on top of that SSI and SSDI development is that Ron Wyden yesterday told viewers, thank you, Billy Jimenez, for coming to Purple Hawk. Everyone welcome Billy to the family. And there's Julia. Thank you, Julia, for the super chat. There's Nancy. Thank you, Nancy Wilson, for the super chat. Yesterday, Ron Wyden told viewers of this channel that he will push for your FPUC retro back payment July to December of 2020, if you get him more Democratic votes. The push of the purple power is to get that in the fourth stimulus package. Oh boy, who would have thought that in 1 week of launching this channel, SSI and SSDI is front and center now with a standalone bill in the Senate to fund it called the wealth tax. That MSCs is front and center with a letter to the president from 11 of 50 senators saying, don't ask for another vote from us unless there's multiple stimulus checks. And that FPUC retro is now getting its biggest advocate at $600 a week, I will say as well, from July to December, if you can get him enough Democratic votes to support him. Remember, you don't have to get 50 votes to support him. You just have to get enough to say to the president, do this, or we're not giving you support for this fourth stimulus package. Really, really incredible, great news. I'm just so excited for you. It's a big day, and we're just starting. 6 hours of programming. It's 9:24 here on the West Coast. In 5 minutes from now, at 9:30, I'm back with Purple. $5, $10, $15, $20,000 of money right now. Not 5 days from now, not 5 weeks from now, but elsewhere. Wall Street is reacting to the rising Treasury yields. And this morning, Jim Cramer said that right now, even after a 6% decline in stocks, we still have a lot of denial by some investors. People don't want to believe the sell-off, meaning the decline of the stock market, is real. The market has been too good for too long, so many newer investors have never seen this kind of pummeling, otherwise called as a bear market. So the downturn does seem pretty surreal. Translation: if you are new to this channel, or you are new to watching financial news, or new to learning this information, understand that the good times for high-flying technology, high-flying Tesla, may be changing as Treasury yields continue to bump up. as they do right now. I'll have more about that later today. But for now, join me in 5 minutes from now as Purple gets underway. Watch for that feed. Jump into that live feed. It's a new live feed on this channel. Stay with Mornings Lalate for more.